Bean has a question: if there is no business analyst in an organization, is customary that the functional consultant will play the role of business analyst? Bean, if you will try to understand what functional consultant is doing 70% of the business analyst role only. Business analysts go discuss with the business, try to understand their business process, try to understand what is the problem, what kind of solution can be given. That is the role a business analyst does, right? Functional consultant does all these things also. On top of it, the functional consultant has more knowledge on SAP. If a core business analyst stop at the business requirement part only, functional consultant take the requirement deeper into the SAP, how it can be done in SAP, what kind of configuration, what kind of master data, whether it can be done or it cannot be done. We need to write some function specification. We need to get the development done. So they go beyond that. So as a functional consultant, some part of the business analyst, you will have to always do it. Bain is saying if an SAP implementation project, only a certain plants are included initially, and after the first go live, the other plants are added. Is that also considered as a template rollout? You can consider it's not considered as a template rollout. It's a new addition of the plants are there. Now it depends on that how big the plants are. Okay, so that you can call it as a rollout. Template rollout is that you are taking that template. You already have a plants which was not included. Okay, we already have a plants. You already have a manufacturing facilities, distribution centers, or different countries you have not included. You know that step by step you will be going in, right? When the introduction of the new plant is that you implemented SAP and then you decided I would be opening a new plant in a particular area, a new plant will come into picture. So to make sure that the new plant comes into the picture, what activities you need to do it, that is the introduction of a new plant. But if you go with the consideration that company has acquired another company which has 4 manufacturing plant, and then those 4 manufacturing plant you need to include into your template, then it is a full template rollout because they have already working operations. They have already plants which is into the working conditions. They are already following the business processes. So you need to go there. You need to understand their business processes. You need to check whether the template can fit or some changes is required in the template. Then it is called the full rollout project. But if you're starting a new business, a new plant is coming, that new plant will be coming slowly. Once you have decided, you will create a plant code, and slowly when the things are happening, slowly the master data would be created, and slowly when the plant get operations in 2 years, slowly the activities will happen. So that does not consider as a rollout. So Mr. Singh is asking, how as a functional consultant can improve business process knowledge, join directly as a functional consultant instead of end user? Yeah, that can be. I have met many people who have joined directly as an end user, directly as a functional consultant, did not get chance to work as an end user. So you need to work every project when you're working in a first thing is that when you're getting trained, right? So when we are also getting trained, let's say you are into our sourcing and procurement training. So we go through the different procure to pay process. What is sourcing process? What is the procurement process? What is the subcontracting process? What is the pipeline procurement process, right? What is the direct procurement? What is the indirect procurement? What is the processes of approvals, right? What is the processes of making sure that the accounting entries are also maintained when you're doing a P2P process? How P2P process get linked with the A2P AP process, right? Those all things when you're going through the training, if you're going through good training, these business processes will be explained, which we pay a key attention to the business processes, specifically me, and I also ask my other consultants who are providing trainings in Sastrageek. Whenever we start something, we start with the business process. I spend in every place to start with the business process and at least 1 to 1.5 hours in the core business process we spend, and then to the other business processes, the sub business processes we spend. So when you are learning SAP, you would be learning the SAP processes, business processes also. If you don't have end user experience, you need to pay a little bit more attention and do a little bit more Googling. Googling, or nowadays Googling word has been changed to GPT. You need to do more Googling or GPT about that process so that you know the further things about that processes. Okay, so with that process also you can learn more. And then if you are working as a consultant, you will be doing implementation. In every implementation, you will be learning some more new business process. My uh, my key advice to you when you're working as a consultant, and if some requirement come, you try to understand why business has come with that requirement. What is the business process where this would be used? A lot of things I have seen that people uh, work as a configurators. They don't work as a consultant, right? A business requirement came and they said, okay, this master data, this configuration done. Why this requirement came up? What was the business process behind this requirement? Where this will integrate with the other things, right? So you need to go one step deeper with the business, discussing it, understanding it. If they're coming with the interface, why this interface? What it would be doing it? What the business process? What are the business operations connecting with these interfaces? So go deeper into it with the deeper discussions with the business, with the key users, end users, so that first you understand the business process, then you work on SAP to check how it can be adopted in SAP. Bharat is having a question. Can I include my 3 years of business domain experience in sales and marketing along with 4 years as a SAP, SD, and logistic execution functional consultant on my resume for next role? Will this pose any issue or challenges for my career progressing in the future? What is the market value if I add total 7 years of experience in my profile? Bharat, you can include it. The only thing you need to make sure that what way you are including it. One way is that you can still have a 3 years of business domain experience as a valuable experience. Okay. So rather than completely changing it into the SAP consultant, I would try to prefer you because you know that in last to last project, I was very closely working with the my VP, IT VP, and we need to onboard some people. And he asked me, he sit with me to write the job descriptions, and we both agree on one thing that we said that we need a 10 plus years experience candidate, and that candidate should be having at least 4 years, 4 plus years in the domain knowledge should be there because we understand the guy would be able to do good consulting if he has a good domain experience. So domain experience has a value. So don't just rip it apart. Try to mold it. So you're still working in domain, working as SAP users, end user, key users, super users, level one support you was doing by while doing your business operation activities. So put it there because your business domain knowledge also has some weightage. So try to mold that with the SAP experience and then showcasing that, okay, you was working as a key user there or you was working as a process expert there, uh, so that the weightage can be given to SAP and your weightage of domain experience also does not go away. Singh is asking, with the outcome of the Joule, does it solve some most issues with functional consultant? According to you, what's your opinion on the demand of consultant in future? So Singh, the same way, I will not talk more on this because I have talked for 2 hours. A lot of people requested me, sir, AI is coming, how AI would be impacting it, the consultant. So I did a 2 hours of session on this in the step up circle. So try to go through that video where I've talked about how AI is going to impact the SAP job opportunities. For 2 hours, I have spoken to it. Joule, I am getting a request. I have went to SAP in last Bangalore sit and I gained a very good knowledge on Joule. That session is still pending with me. I want to conduct a session on Joule to give to know to make sure everybody know what is Joule and what it will come with up with. But in short, it will not immediately remove the functional consultant roles, but it will fine tune the functional consultant role where basically where earlier 100 people was required in an organization, now 90 would be required. That kind of things you will see, the cutting you will see. But that functional consultant cutting is still far away. I can see next 10, 15 years it will take. First technical consultant cutting will come, and then it will go to the further fine tuning of the functional consultant. Functional consultant would be asked to do more, multiple module handling, those kind of things would be coming. I have a question from Sudhakar. I have overall 14 years of experience and I have SAP SD. I have taken I have SAP SD end user as 7 years. I have taken 2 time SAP SD training, but still I was not confident. Please advise, is there any chance of increasing my confidence if I go with Sastrageek? Sudhakar, if you can raise your hand, I would like to have a quick word with you.
Yeah, Parminder. Sudhakar here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, basically I'm from Hyderabad. I have taken online trainings for with two interview with two um, uh, courses trainers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have taken for a 4 months course. It is in online. Um, After that, I have breaks. Could not concentrate, and after 6 months again I have taken, but the course was not up to the mark like what I expected, the teaching and all.
Mm-hmm.
So again I have quitted. So again I come across with your profile into LinkedIn, and I have watched many videos, which is good for good in thinking in my mind. So that's why I'm in confusion. Will I come with Sastrageek? Is it possible for me to continue in like,
Okay, so I will ask a couple of questions to you, Sudhakar. The first thing is that, are you currently working?
yeah, I'm currently working.
You're working as an end user?
Yes, yes.
Very good. So keep working as an end user.
Mm.
And parallel to that, now have you applied for the jobs and you are not able to clear the interviews? That is the case, or you have not even applied for the jobs?
No, no, I didn't even apply for the jobs.
Apply because you don't feel the confidence.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
Because
basically, Mhm.
completely I could not practice all concepts in SD. So that is the one main reason, because I was in enterprise structure, master data, up to there on. I didn't go for special process like that.
Yeah, so that is not a only problem of you, Sudhakar. I have more than 2,000 people I have done the career counseling, and I have seen that is the very basic problem which is there, and it is there with many. We start something, and then we get stopped in between because the life is challenging,
Yeah.
existing job produce the challenges, and then we try to restart again, and then we again fell down. Okay, so that continuity and the consistency does not come up. That is the problem. The continuity and the consistency is the problem, right? And how you would be able to achieve the continuity and the consistency
Mm.
is whenever you are joining our program. I have talked about the learning community, right? In
Yes.
learning community, we are asking you to have a learning buddy. Maybe in somebody who's learning from the India itself, you can ask them and you can make a learning buddy. So when your 2 or 3 people are learning together in a smaller group, you can keep on checking with each other, right? That can have you monitoring, that can have you controlling. Some they are practicing it, whether why you are not practicing it, or then you will say that okay, other people are doing and you should also do it. So that helps you to have a consistency comes into the picture.
Yes, correct.
Then we have done one more thing. We have also put it the mentorship call to motivate you to boost your motivation. You can also jump into the mentorship call, have a word with mentor whenever you are feeling that you are going off the track. Okay,
Okay.
and then that can also help you to bring you back on the track.
Okay.
Okay. So go ahead with the program. You can go ahead with Sastra Geek program. Make sure that you also go for internship also.
Okay.
Internship is another thing where basically we give a lot of assignments to you, and then
Okay.
you will have to complete them. And once you have complete those assignments, that will give you a confidence. Okay, I have completed one project. Now I am confident. Now I would be able to go for jobs.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
make sure you do those things and then you would fall back on track.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for that.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Sudhakar. That was Sudhakar. Then I have Subbaro Nagesh Rao. I'm end user having experience in FI. Let me bring it here. I'm end user having experience in FI. So please advise that should I go as associate since I do not have consultant experience, or how to go as an experienced consultant. I hope that if you have gone through the full session now, Subarao, you have got that how you can gain the consultant experience. SAP Job and Mastery, internship program, or a Gurukul program. Three ways are there. Pawan is asking FICO versus MM, which is more related to project management. They are not the project management. If you want to go for the project management, you need to go. We have one training called SAP Activate. So, Pawan, you need to go with SAP Activate training. Sagar has a question. First, I'm looking for FICO, but some seniors suggest me go for other SAP domain because though they are from commerce background, they are getting difficult as FICO consultant, but I am from BE. So then I'm looking for SAP MM, SAP Basis. It is quick learn. Please explain which one to choose and which one has a better opportunity. And I want to know, is there any end user role in SAP Basis? Sagar, if you are there, please raise your hand. Sagar, can you let us know that what is your experience so far?
Yeah, I am currently working in MNC. I have 3 years of experience,
Mhm.
but in other domain, it is not related to SAP. So I am looking in SAP.
No, that is fine, but what do you do?
It's a support role. It's a technical support.
What kind of technical support?
It's the middleware technical like tool as it is a TIPCO. So we are monitoring the jobs and restarting the servers. Like it is kind of that job.
So it's kind of a admin related job.
Yeah,
Middle.
it's not totally admin, but it is slightly related to admin. And yeah,
And why you have looked for FICO? What was the reason for it?
like in what I'm currently working, like I'm not comfortable with that job. And
No, but why FICO?
uh, actually, yeah, like my friend did that, so they suggested me to go for FICO, and I also searched what are the things we can learn in the FICO and all. I have just some connection with the FICO members in my current organization, so I thought it would be helpful if there any thing need to ask with them. So I thought like that. So
Okay, the FICO would not directly fit you in because you don't have any finance background.
yes,
You don't have any education background, is not from finance, and then you also does not have any domain experience in it.
yes, yes.
So if
But
you go, Mhm.
yeah,
You
but
did your BE in which stream?
it's a ceramic.
BE in ceramic.
Yeah.
That is ceramic. Okay, okay. So, okay. Now, if you are very much interested, if debits, credits, and accounts payable, account receivable, handling the accounts, general ledgers, if that generates a lot of interest in you, then
Mhm.
only think for FICO. Otherwise, not.
Okay. Okay.
Module
Uh,
which can fit, which can help you with your domain knowledge is SAP Basis.
okay. Yeah.
That is more associated with the current and other question you was having. I have never seen an end user job in Basis, so you would be getting directly a consultant job.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Consultant or administrator like that. Yeah.
Yeah, administrators are consultants only. We call them as a consultant only.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I thought it is different. Yeah.
They are consultant only.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I want to go for FICO initially, but some seniors have suggested like if you go for 5 or 6 years of experience, so if you
Mhm.
are working good, also you should have some like commerce background. You should know some core topics in commerce like that. They suggested, so that is why I'm thinking that.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think the basis is the one you can select it. If you don't want to select basis, if you want to come to the functional, I think you can go for SAP SD.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, MM versus FICO. Why not PP? Why only MM versus FICO? Pawan, if you are there, raise your hand. Yeah, I found Pawan. Yeah, Pawan, why only you are comparing to MM and FICO and why not PP?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh, I don't know, like I just uh, checked what are the core modules in SAP. So I think like I found like what you told the core modules, I have also got the result as the core modules. So I was much focusing on the core modules.
Yeah, PP is also core module. So,
Okay.
you don't have any experience at all, right?
No.
Okay, you did BE, now you are doing MBA. When is your MBA finishing it?
Maybe September 2025.
And what is the main subject in MBA?
Main subject like project management, I guess. Like it's a major subject, but I also have like a financial one, like which is focused on financials, like the things you told, like accounts payable, accounts receivable.
Okay, if in your MBA you are doing the finance, MBA in finance, which has a finance as a subject and which you are interested also in, that then you can go for SAP FICO.
Okay.
Okay, because you would be learning finance and then with the finance, you by the time you're learning finance, parallelly you can learn SAP also. And SAP, learning SAP would add a lot of weightage to your profile because when you look for the jobs, maybe the campus placement happen or without campus placement also. A lot of people require finance people in their company who have experience in SAP or who know SAP. So I think in that case, if you want to, because of your MBA finance subject, if you want to go ahead, you can go for SAP FICO.
Okay. Can I also know how long does it take to learn it when
The
compared to MM?
mastery takes around 3 months of time. Okay, and if you go with the excellence and internship, it will total take 6 months of time.
I have one more doubt. Like internship and server access are both are different or both are same?
Sorry, internship.
And server access.
Internship is different. Server access you get complimentary with the
Okay.
mastery 3 months and excellence also 3 months. Okay, server access is that you will be having access to server. Internship is we will be running a project, implementation project. You would be participating in that project as a consultant. That you would be able to do it once you complete your mastery. Then you would be able to jump into the internship project. Internship project, we consider you are a trained consultant now, and now you would be applying your knowledge into the project which you have gained during the course.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Casing, please go ahead with your question.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the session. Yeah. So can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know. I'm just started out. I have my background is I'm BTech on computer science.
Mhm.
So in MNC, I joined as they trained me as an ABAP consultant. So, but their job requirement after my ABAP completion, only on reporting programming, there was I logged into the project. I jumped into the project as an SBSD consultant. So for the past 1 year, I'm working as an SD consultant for a support project. And just recently, I got enrolled to one training, external training, but I came across you today only. So I just wanted to know, I want to do some implementation projects. So like as you came across through your internship program, so do you suggest me to the current my current training would be ending in around 2 months. So SD training. So would you suggest me to directly jump to your internship program? Do you want me to like your 6 months excellence program to start again? What is
So have a experience as SD consultant and you have also done external training. So
like
as
currently
such
doing?
you. Mhm.
I'm currently doing external training right now.
external training you're doing. So as such, with that one, you can jump into the internship program. But internship program is a complementary program, okay, which we only give it to the people who have taken the 2 bundle access from us. Anyone who has subscribed for 2 bundle, let's say many people subscribe for SD Mastery bundle and SD Excellence bundle, and then with that, the internship comes complimentary. But the another criteria for the internship is that you must have completed our mastery course minimum 70%. But that will not apply to you because you have done a training externally and you also have SD experience for 1 year, so that will not apply for you. And then you will be able to directly jump into the internship, which we are doing, but you will have to subscribe to bundle from us so that you can get the complimentary internship. And from wherever you are taking the training, there are some part into our SD Mastery training, which you will not get from anywhere, right? Let's say in SD Mastery training, the Job Hunt Mastery bundle is there, which is 70 hours of training, right? On the project. Then we have a pricing procedure, the way we cover it in our videos, which has been covered. Even if you go to the pricing procedure video, it's 8 to 10 hours spent only on the pricing procedure. So that are the key things which you can brush up from our trainings once you complete the training from outside, or any topic you find कि यार उस training में it has not done properly and I need to brush it up for some other content, you can use our content.
Yeah. Thank you. So will it be a live training or?
We have a live trainings, we have a recorded sessions also. In the bundle, both is included, live and recording, both are included.
When will be the next like batch?
So we give you the if you want to jump in the internship is starting. You need to jump in right now because we have started this construction project. US Construction Limited project we have started. Last Thursday we did the team formation. This Thursday there would be a first session where I would be explaining the business. So you can jump into the internship. Now you need to enroll if you want to go for the internship. And whenever we give the access for the bundles, we give access for 1 year, which means, let's say for the mastery session in next 1 year, whatever the live sessions happens, you would be able to participate in them.
Yeah, I'll be going ahead with the bundle.
Yeah. The next iteration, we don't call it batch, we call it iteration. Next iteration will start from the January.
But so will it be clashing with my today? So do you want me to just start with your and
No. What you have started, you go through that, complete that. You go through your course from where you have started, and the internship, you can get it started in parallel with us.
thank you. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
Okay, I'm going through the Mallikarjun questions. I have worked as a site engineer but don't have experience letter because of which I'm not able to do this experience in my resume. And I have a 3 years of experience in SAP MM, but I'm lagging in jumping into another job. Please let me know the solution. Okay, Malik, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Hi, Malik.
Good evening.
Good evening. So right now you are working or you are not working?
Right now I'm working, sir.
You are working as a SAP MM consultant
Yeah, in a support project.
in a support project, and now you want to change the organization, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the thing exactly you are lacking in?
So when I am giving the interviews, there will be the questions of multiple models and mainly on the ABAP knowledge. So which I don't have the knowledge on ABAP.
ABAP knowledge. What kind of questions in ABAP?
Like debugging and some basic coding knowledge.
Yeah, so because you have worked for 3 years in support, so it is expected that some part of debugging you should be knowing it. right? Okay,
Yes.
so maybe that, but that is not that necessary. So only that is this thing you are struggling, or something else also?
And also, there will be the question on the domain experience, which I don't have. Even though I have, I can't give them because of I don't have the experience letter.
Okay. So I think that the things which you are telling is not that of major worry. Okay, I think that you are having a 3 years of support. What I have faced, and you can let me know. The people struggle to get a new job because of they don't have an implementation experience. Okay, because many of the jobs would be having in the job description itself that at least minimum one end-to-end implementation is required. There, your profile has been filtered out. And that's where you are only getting a requirement where only support people are required. I think that is the main struggle area for you. Right, Malik?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So what you can do if you want to jump and learn the ABAP, which actually I also suggest, we have a course called ABAP for Functional Consultant.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go through that so that you know the nitty-gritty of ABAP. That will also help you in your existing job also. In existing job also it will help you. ABAP for Functional Consultant. That is the course you can go through it. If you face that not having an implementation experience is creating issues for you, then you can join our internship program.
Okay.
Go ahead, Abhishek.
Hi, sir. Abhishek this side.
Hi, Abhishek.
Sir, currently I am working as an SAP IS retail support analyst in one of the prominent MNCs. Okay. I have completed my self training in SAP SD. Okay. From basic scratch to all the things I have covered. So based on that, based on the theoretical knowledge, I've also purchased some online uh, that server in SAP, and I have practiced in that. So based on my theoretical knowledge, I have cracked some interviews also and got the offer letter from two MNCs. But the problem is that I have not having the real time experience. I mean, how to deal with the client, how to map the business process into the SAP. The real time I do not know. Theoretical knowledge I have practiced on the server itself, but I do not know when I join the new organization how will I manage. I've also put my papers down in my current organization. But that I need help from you, sir.
When are you joining the new organization? What is the joining date?
After Feb 20.
February.
Yes.
So what you are looking for, Abhishek, is exactly what we cover in the internship program. So you can join our internship program, and with that, which we have just started, you would be able to go through one implementation project, and we would be able to cover everything. By the time you're going through the internship program, you need to also make sure that SAP Job and Mastery videos, you start going through it, because that is the part you need to complete it. SAP Job and Mastery. SAP Job and Mastery, I have explained theoretically that how a
Mm-hmm.
project started, how a fit get workshop, business blueprint, function specifications, challenges in the project. Everything has been explained in that. And then the practical of it comes into the internship.
Okay. Okay. Check details here. Okay, sir. In order to enroll for the internship, I need to enroll for the bundle course, right, sir? Is it the only option left?
That is only option. You need to subscribe at least two bundles. And why we say that two bundles? Because when we give the assignments, we are not sure that from wherever you have taken the training, whether those topics
Mm-hmm.
have been covered or not. And then you need to also have our system access to complete the internship. That also comes from the two bundles, right? So if we have given some assignment which is not covered into your training program, at least you have
Mm-hmm.
content from us so that you can complete the assignment.
Okay, sir. So if I feel any doubt, then can we is one-to-one meeting will be held? I mean, to clear the doubts in internship program, sir.
No, internship program, every week there is a meeting on Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, where basically I clear all your doubts or questions which you have, and many things I ask you, check the assignments. And then there are the meetings over the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, which happens. The teams meetings happens Saturday and Sunday to complete the assignments.
Okay, sir. So it is going to start from this Thursday only?
Yeah, so we did a team formation session last Thursday.
Okay.
This Thursday, I would be jumping into the business scenario, explaining what is the business scenario where the implementation need to happen.
Okay. No, sir. Right from starting, I want to learn. I mean, not in between. I want to enroll from
See,
scratch.
first thing, Abhishek, you need to understand this is not a learning. Internship is not learning.
Mhm.
Internship is the exposure to a project. We'll be asking you, Abhishek, you are experienced as a PhD consultant. You
Okay.
implement this project. These are the requirements. Wherever you struggle, we will be helping you out. The team would be there to help you out. But this is an implementation project which you would be doing. So we expect you already learned the module from the previous training, because to join this one, the other criteria is that 70% of the mastery need to be completed. But I'm expecting that from the other training which you have taken, you have
Mhm.
already know it. Module will not be teaching SAP SD module in this training.
Yeah. Yeah. Module I know, sir. I have learnt about it. Theoretical knowledge I have. I just need the real-time exposure.
Yeah, so the real-time exposure would be there in this. We would be considering the work which you might need to would be starting in February in the new company, in a new
Mhm.
project somewhere in March. A kind of a miniature, you would be doing it now so that you can do the activities with more confidence next year March.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sure. I'll enroll it.
Okay.
In it.
Bain is asking, is the internship a real project? Internship is not a real project, it's a simulative project. Who will give you a chance to try your hands in a real project? I have a 3 real projects, but I will not allow you to touch them. If I give you the real project, I pay you. Okay, because I get it from client. And to get into a real project, at least 3 interview rounds you need to clear it to get into the real project, and you need to work with me on my payroll. Real project is not a playground where anyone can play and try to kick here and there, right? So it's a simulative project. Satish, go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, when are you going to start EWM classes, sir?
EWM classes are in discussion. We thought we'll be starting in December, but looks like either December end or January start. We would be able to start it.
Okay, I have a bit of confusion in mastery classes and bundle. What you said, sir?
Mhm.
The Gurukul classes. Then what I get, sir, in that classes?
Gurukul is a separate program.
Okay.
Gurukul is a complete separate program. Gurukul is kind of a 1 year training academy program. You would be there in our training academy, or you can say Gurukul, for 1 year. Okay, and it would be a 40 hours of dedicated time is required in a week to complete that dedicated intensive training. So that is a Gurukul program.
What is the fee structure for that, sir?
Gurukul program comes complimentary if you commit it, that 40 hours of time you would be able to commit it in a week. It comes complimentary with the diamond membership. Right now it is only open for the diamond members. So team can share you the link for the diamond membership. Diamond membership covers everything, whatever we have in the Sastrageek platform.
Okay.
Everything is covered, and the 1 year of server access would be there. You would be able to join any live training. You would be able to go through any recordings which we have in the Sastrageek platform.
Currently, I'm not working, sir. So that's what I'm asking, sir.
If you are not working, then Gurukul suits you.
Yes, sir. That's
What
what
kind
I'm
of
asking.
experience do you have?
I worked as an assistant professor for 2.5 years, sir. But I'm presently I'm not working, sir, because of some of my family issues.
Have you any domain experience?
Domain experience means, sir?
Have you worked in any industry?
No, sir, no, sir.
Why you have selected EWM?
I took training from one sir, who is residing in Hyderabad, sir.
Why you have taken training from the sir in Hyderabad in EWM? Why not any
My
other module?
my friend gave suggestion me to me, sir.
Not right selection, Satish.
Okay.
With your experience, no domain experience, directly putting a hand on EWM, you will burn your hand.
Okay.
Okay, so I would suggest you first go for SAP MM, then EWM, or SAP SD, then EWM. That should be the approach. So you can also book a Gurukul call. I will discuss
Mhm.
with you, and then we'll fine tune your learning pattern which you are following it. Before EWM, I would like you to go through any another module, either core module, MM or SD.
So I want to know what is the fee structure for Gurukul program, sir?
Yeah, that drop an email to support team. Even I don't know what exactly the fee is for the Diamond membership as of now. They will share the link for the Gurukul program, and then you can also check the Diamond membership. That Diamond membership fee is kind of, you can consider fee for the Gurukul program because it is complementary with Diamond.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. I'm asking again. So, as you said, like if you are really interested in like account payable, receivable, and these kind of things, you can go for FICO. So, as I am from non-commerce background, can I go as a FICO, sir?
If you are from the non-commerce background and if you want to go for FICO, again, I'm repeating, you should be having a very good interest in finance.
Okay.
We have people, the BE background. I think I have done the success story also. You can check the success story in YouTube. The name is Vishwa.
Okay.
He is non-commerce background, non-finance background. He's a BE, and then he become SAP FICO consultant.
Okay.
Okay, but he was having a very strong interest that he want to do something in finance. That's
Okay.
why we suggested him, and he has done it.
Okay, sir. And as you suggested, like if you not go for FICO, you go as a SAP basis. So may I get to know like why you suggested a SAP basis?
I suggest as a SAP basis because of your 3 years experience which you have, you would be able to convert and you would be able to showcase because that is not very similar. That is somehow similar what work is done in
Yeah,
SAP
yeah.
basis.
Like
So it would
restarting
be able to
pipeline.
support you when you're looking for the job.
Okay, because as I'm doing like restarting the servers and then like monitoring the jobs, because of that you were suggested.
Yes, right.
Okay, okay. And so is there any internship for SAP basis as well
Hmm.
in your Sastrageek?
Basis we don't have internship.
Oh, okay.
Basis we don't have.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sure. Go
Thank
ahead, Vaibhav. Thank
yeah,
you.
sir. Yes.
No, I'm asking Vaibhav to go ahead.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sagar.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Daria.
Okay. So I have a question about the internship. I was asking, I'm based in Europe, so basically, yeah, 8 o'clock Indian time or like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. Like I just wanted to know in detail how does it work? So like the weekly session for internship, then you'll be giving input once a week on Wednesday. And then the teamwork starts, or how does it work? Basically, you work in groups, or like, is it just once a week for me, like 3 o'clock in the morning, or is it like, yeah, basically then the work 20 hours, working in a group will be also around the same time, like the whole night.
Okay. So, Daria, if you would be joining, you would be joining for which module?
So basically, SD. And I have already certification both in SD and MM, but somehow I need yeah, hands-on experience and yeah, basically getting the
Okay.
real experience and yeah, and this I have been already applying for the job, but somehow it's quite difficult here in Europe and
Yeah,
without experience, it's yeah, I haven't been successful, let's say, to
got
get a
it.
job.
So the Thursday call would be there in the morning. Apart from the Thursday call, There would be a call which would be happening on weekend. I think we have fixed a time Saturday evening, 5 or 5:30. That is another call which the manager would be holding so that everyone comes together and whatever the things you need to discuss internally to complete the assignment within the team, that you would be able to do it. So that would be I think 5:30 if I'm not wrong. 5:30 p.m. Saturday that meeting would be happening. So these two are the scheduled meeting. One is 5:30 p.m. India Standard Time Saturday. Second is 8 a.m. India Standard Time Thursday. Apart from that, there would be some ad hoc meeting would be happening. Like say you within SAP SD, you want to complete the assignments and you want to connect with the other team members. So you can get connected through the Telegram or the another team member can send you the request. Let's say for SD, we have another team member, Veena. She is also from Europe. Okay. So you both, whenever you need to complete some assignment related to SD, you can connect in your available time in Europe, right? That are the ad hoc calls. But the fixed calls are two. One is Saturday 5:30 p.m. That will suit you. And the another one is Thursday 8 a.m. That would be a little bit off time.
Okay. So basically, to join the internship, which just started basically last week, for me, it's needed to basically get a bundle of like SD bundle, right? Mastery. And
Yeah, so
then,
you need to take two bundles, maybe one mastery and one excellence. Two bundles, you can take it.
mhm.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. And the timing of Gurukul, this program, is it also similar like that? Like, yeah.
No, Gurukul is separate. Gurukul is kind of 40 hours in a week we require you. So Gurukul is for more for the people who are not working. That is for the Gurukul. We are having intensive training. Gurukul, my team will share a link with you if you're interested in the. Are you working right now?
No, I'm not working.
You're not working. So just drop an email to support team. They will share a link for the Gurukul program, and then you can check it. So in Gurukul, we have uh, engagement on the daily basis. Monday, generally, we put it off. Tuesday, there would be a workshop, which happens on Wednesday. There are some group discussions which happens. Thursday, we have an internship call. And then we also have a Thursday and Friday presentations. You need to prepare some presentation and give it to the full team. And Friday, we have a project shadow call. So that kind of multiple activities are there in Gurukul program to engage you for a full week, 40 hours, where basically you would be learning, you would be working, completing the assignments. Additional assignments also would be there in Gurukul. So that is the Gurukul program. So you can just drop an email to support@sastrageek.com and they will share more details.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Sure. Thank you. Bain is asking if we get a job offer if we get a job offer enrolling in internship, is there someone we can ask in case we are having difficulty in a project? So Bain, little bit you can ask, okay, but sometime what happens that a lot of things is required for the project. You need a lot of guidance, right? That we would not be able to provide it. For that, we have a separate program that is called on job support. Okay, so we understand what kind of your requirement is there, what kind of help is required, and based on that, we provide the on-job support. So on-job support is a separate program where basically we'll be assigning a consultant with you who would be helping you in a project, and that would be charged separately. Small doubts, okay, which can be answered quickly in 5-10 minutes during the internship, you can ask it and we'll be able to help. But wherever we need to go into a call, guide you what task has been given to you, go into the system, checking what configuration you have done. That kind of thing will not be able to do it. That happens through the on-job support model.
Sir, I graduated in 2018, sir, mechanical engineering.
Mhm.
After that, I don't have any work experience till now.
Graduated in 2018 in mechanical engineering and you don't have any experience as of now.
Yes, sir. Is there any possibility to get a job in SAP?
Yes, you can do so. Mechanical engineers, I generally prefer them or recommend them to go for SAP PP
Not
because
MM,
they.
sir. MM.
Mhm.
Now, what about MM, sir? Like sourcing and procurement.
I would not recommend you. I would if you have any exposure into because you have not worked anything, so it means that sourcing procurement exposure you don't have it. And
Yes, sir.
MM in general is so crowded because so many people are doing MM, right?
Okay.
So
Yes.
that's why the mechanical engineer, civil engineer, electrical engineer, I try to push them into the PP side because PP, it's a niche skill. There are very less people who are opting to PP. And there is some background required for the little bit of manufacturing knowledge is required, which you learn in your 7th semester as the industrial engineering subject.
Yes, sir.
And if you have done the internship, you might have also done it during the internship also. Some manufacturing industry exposure you might have got it, right, during your internship. That's why I try to ask mechanical engineering people to do PP. PP is tougher than MM, but getting a job is more easy in PP compared to MM because your background will also support PP.
Okay, sir. But what about placements, sir? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what about placements?
What about placement? So we cover the placement through SAP Job and Mastery. So we have created a course as SAP Job and Mastery, which will help you to get placed. You are a fresher, so what I would suggest you that you should go for internship program.
Okay, sir.
With internship program, at least you would be able to showcase that you have done one internship, you have done one end-to-end implementation under the internship. That would be adding some value to your profile. That would be helping you to getting selected in one of the companies.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hi, Parminder. So, Parminder, actually, I've done my bachelor's in India, and right now I'm doing my master's in US. I'm doing my MBA. So the thing is, like, I don't have prior experience in accounting, but I have done my bachelor's in commerce, and now I'm doing my master's. MBA also into finance. So I want to start SAP FICO. So will be that will be I able to get jobs after doing this course or doing certification into FICO? Because
Yes.
I don't have prior experience in accounting background.
So do you have any experience?
Yeah, I do have experience, but not related to accounts.
Which part you have experience?
I worked as a data analyst.
Data analyst for how many years?
Yes, like more than 4 years for Tech Mahindra.
4 years as a data analyst.
Yes.
So what kind of business data you have done the analysis? Which part of it business it belongs to?
Okay, it was into the Microsoft Bing search engine related data, and also Microsoft Teams related data.
Okay, it's a generic data rather than to any business operations.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. So Pawan, if you want to go ahead with SAP FICO, you can go ahead. From which country you are doing your masters?
US.
US you're doing. So US would be the little bit more competitive one comparatively.
Okay.
So you can go ahead with SAP FICO. There is no issue with doing a course in SAP FICO. You need to little bit brush up your accounting skills.
Okay.
And then you would be able to go ahead with SAP FICO course. And the experience in Tech Mahindra, once you go through with either you go with the internship program or when you have done the job and mastery, you need to little bit change your Tech Mahindra experience and showcase relevant to some SAP FICO. That will help you to get some interview calls first in the US market. And then later on, you would be able to clear the interview calls. To clear the interview calls, you need to really work on deeper. As SAP FICO and in the SAP Job and Mastery, you need to really go in deeper because US market is more competitive compared to India market. So the expectation which as the US market you would be having would be more compared to India market.
Okay. And do I need to do any prerequisite course before starting this training for FICO? Or
you can do it as a prerequisite or you can do it as a post. One training which I will strongly recommend you is overview of not overview, that is functional modules for solution architects. Okay, so why this module? And specifically I'm telling to US because what I have seen my US candidates are, when they are going for the interviews, they have been asked with the other modules also. Okay, in FICO is fine, but do you know this thing in MM? Do you know something in SD also? They are not interested, and you should be knowing a deeper of those ones, but you should be having an overall idea that what is that module, what are the business processes, that idea you should have. So functional module for solution architects would be helping you to understand the different modules from the high level, so that you would be able to showcase, okay, some basics of SD, MM. If it is asked in the interviews, you would be able to say that, okay, some basics, you know.
Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much, Parminder.
Sure, that is for Pawan.
Hello, sir. I am Manish Arora, and actually I have a software testing experience, but I got an opportunity to work with SAP. Currently, I'm doing the MDM Master Data Maintenance. And can you tell me which course I should do, which is related with my previous experience, so that I can grow accordingly? And that previous experience gives me a edge in SAP.
So you are doing a master data management, and before that, what you have done? Sorry, I missed that.
I was in software testing.
Software testing.
Right, sir.
Okay, which software testing?
I have done web-based applications, mobile applications, and all the manual testings, and agile. We have methodologies like agile. We have worked on agile and waterfall model. But recently I have moved to SAP, and that is a different part. This is MDM, and I got an opportunity to work on MDM Master Data Management.
So you're working on MDM Master Data Management, or you're working on SAP MDM tool?
Master Data Management.
Master Data Management tool.
Yeah. No, not tool. It is a support like material creation, material extend, vendor creations, vendor extend.
You use the
like,
MM01 or those transactions?
Yeah, MM01, MM02 for updations, and XK01, XK02.
So
like
material is involved, vendor is involved. What
and
else?
Customer is involved.
Customer, what else?
These are the things.
Okay, so with that experience, you should go for SAP S/4HANA sourcing and procurement course. And then I would request you that once you complete that course, your previous experience of testing, just add it that you have worked as a testing consultant in the test phases rather than web testing. You should mention that you have done the SAP testing.
Okay.
As a MM part, sourcing and procurement, different scenario testing you have done. In our SAP Job and Mastery, there is a section for the testing which will help you to prepare for it.
Okay.
My question is like, I am into SAP stream for last 6+ years. So I am into totally technical side, like SAP BODS, the data services, they call it as. So I'm totally into the data set, dealing with the migrating the objects. So I'm like little bit interested to come into the functional side, like kind of a techno-functional roles. So I'm like little bit interested into to learn into the EWM. So what I had research on learning the EWM is like I have to learn MM, WM, IM, and then EWM. So I was not able to connect them properly. So this was a quite good session. Like what are the things to be done before moving or switching or upgrading upskills ourselves. So I thought of asking you this question.
Okay, so the question I will ask you, Shikhar, that from where the EWM come?
I don't have much exposure on the functional side. That is the reason I'm just asking. I'm few technical guy, so I'm just starting.
Maybe somebody have suggested you for EWM, right?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody has suggested you for EWM, right? So who has suggested you? From where EWM comes? That's what I want to understand.
He's like an guy.
Guy, he suggested key. There's a lot of opportunities in EWM, right?
Means like if you want to upgrade or if you want to upskill from this side, so this might be helpful. So you also do your research part. Don't blindly come into this part.
Yeah. So in BODS also you handle a lot of different kind of data. So
yes.
Have you handled the vendor data, material data in BODS?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think it's good. If you want to go for EWM, first do the SAP S/4HANA sourcing and procurement, and then move ahead with the EWM part. So that two-step ladder you can take it to do with sourcing and procurement first, and then going ahead with EWM.
Hi Parminder. So actually, I just want to ask, means like in today's competitive world, if I'm having, I have just learned SAP FICO course. So apart from the course knowledge, do we need to have any ABAP knowledge also to show as a experienced consultant or to stand out from the crowd?
So apart from the ABAP knowledge, is it?
No, means I am from the I have total 11 years of end user experience on SAP. So I have just thought to pursue my profile into IT. So I did my SAP FICO course. Okay, so now just looking for a consulting role. The next role for consulting, currently working as an end user. So just preparing myself. So just want to understand, means do I need to have ABAP knowledge, means a little bit of ABAP knowledge also to get stand out from the crowd?
No. So if you have FICO you have already done, and you have 11 years of end user experience.
Yes.
Have you gone through our SAP Job and Mastery program?
No, not actually.
So what you do, you opt for the SAP Job and Mastery. Okay, the link is sastrageek.com/JHM. ABAP, I recommend everyone to go for ABAP, but a little bit later on when you're going ahead with the solution architect path with techno-function consultant knowledge, you can go ahead with the ABAP. But right now, I think with the end user knowledge, if you can also put it some end-to-end experience and that you're having exposure to end-to-end project implementation that you would be able to add in your profile, that will make you stand out.
Okay, sounds great. So should I join, means the Sastrageek job hunt mastery, right?
Yeah, that is a self-paced course which you need to go through by yourself.
Okay. And means like as I have also participated in my company, a lot of projects as an end user, as a tester, I have interacted with consultant and developers also, just to give some logic, just to build some logic also. So I have that much of knowledge. So is it enough for me to show me as a experienced consultant, or means anything else I need to gain some knowledge on the consultant part?
So no, that why I'm saying you, because when you will go to the job and mastery, a lot of 11 years experience which you have telling, and Rajesh, you are having a very good experience. Okay, the only thing is that this experience need to be presented in a right way. If you will present in the same way as the end user, I have done end user, people will not give the value to it.
No, actually I'm planning to show it like 3 to 4 years of consulting. I want to convert that few 3 to 4 years experience as a consulting.
That SAP Job and Mastery exactly will help you to convert your experience into the consulting experience. Because when you will say 3 to 4 years of consulting experience, they will be also asking a lot of questions to you. Apart from what you are explaining, right? What was the team size? What different phases happened? What you have done in that phase? Whether you have worked in functional specification document, how the testing has been done, whether you have participated in the epic test. A lot of things would be asked considering that you have 3 to 4 years of experience. So that course would help you to justify your 3 to 4 years of experience.
Okay, great.
Okay, and that course will also give you a lot of keywords which you should add it at this project activities you have done when you're showing 3 to 4 years of experience.
Okay. And means like as I have my designation mentioned on my letter, appointment letter. So would that be matter in my next coming company where I will be looking for the role? So they will just check for the also verify the designation. Like I was working as a senior account executive and then team lead finance. So would that be matter, or it will put me into some kind of risk, or what?
See, they would be giving you a form where you need to fill that okay, what was your previous company designation on role. So you can type it, you can mention exactly what designation in your previous company has been given, and in the role description you can mention that it was a SAP related role. That's the one thing you need to tell that okay, the designation is something which has been given in your exact in your profile, which will be there in your experience letter. That designation, the role explanation you can write, you have done SAP work, right? Second thing, they would also be asking the 2 references from your company. That 2 references, they might be calling or they might be checking email. At that point, they can check that what kind of role this guy was doing. Then they need to tell that he was working on to the SAP side. Okay.
Okay.
So these 2 names, email address, phone numbers you will give, that would be important.
Okay, so that 2 reference also needs to be from the consulting side or from the end user side?
No. That would be from your previous company. Anyone from the previous company who can justify that, okay, what you have done.
Okay.
What
Fine,
you have
fine.
mentioned in your profile, the same thing you should talk.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, sure, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Hi, Parminder. I am actually a data architect. I've been working for quite some time now, about 17 years of experience in data as a data architect. In the past, 10 years ago, I have dealt with supply chain data for a retail company, and currently I'm exposed to drug production data in the pharmaceutical industry. What would be your suggestion if I wanted to switch my game to SAP?
When you say data architect, what kind of work you do it?
Data modeling, maintenance of
what kind of data model?
Stuff like that, data warehousing data models and MDM data models, storing the data and facilitating the data for various applications inside the organization. Way it be the production of drugs, even in that area there is a little bit of supply chain, where the production happens in a particular industry and stuff like that.
Which tools do you use it?
We have Informatica MDM tool, and I also use Informatica and databases in the end. I'm responsible for maintaining all the databases and models and facilitating the data movement in those databases with the architecture from the data flow.
Now you want to jump as a functional consultant?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
What is the reason? Why do you want to jump as a functional consultant?
I'm bored of doing that. I just wanted to explore new avenues.
Yeah, that happens. That one kind of thing, especially if it is too technical, you're doing it on it and then it's bored, right? So functional consultant would be a little bit more exciting job because every 6 months, a year, the new project, new client will come, new challenges, new countries rollout will come, a lot of new people, you need to do a lot of discussions. That way it would be better. Your thinking is correct. So the thing comes key, I would say you can go ahead, but don't leave your existing job to get a functional consultant role.
Okay.
Continue with the existing job and then we'll work on to your skill set so that you can get a functional consultant role. So which module you think from the today's discussion will suit you?
My personal perspective is production planning is what I'm looking at.
Okay. Why production planning?
I've seen some data related to production and how they plan ahead and how they integrate with the current existing systems, and also in US a lot of production is also coming up. I thought it would be beneficial a little bit in the growth.
Yeah, so I would say that you can go ahead. Your thinking is right. you can go ahead with the production planning course, SAP PP course, because that is a module where the experience is also respected. And within your BODS, whatever the experience, no, sorry, not BODS, within your data architect and then Informatica experience you have, whatever the more examples or more things you can showcase related to PP data, BOM, production versions, routing, work centers, that would help you to get you an next job.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So your thinking is correct. You can work on it.
Thanks. It's very helpful. Yeah.
Once you complete PP, through Job and Master, you would be putting your profile ahead. And if you're getting any challenges, then we'll be having a next set of discussion, what you should do after that.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your help. I'll be looking forward to talk to you. That's great.
Sure.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashutosh.
Sir, recently you said materials management module is overcrowded. Okay. And I belong to MBA operations. I did my MBA in operations management. And it is really hard to search job in materials management, right? I have done a lot of research on LinkedIn and I came across to people who have done materials management and gained their certification and still searching for the job. And they are not getting. So what do you suggest me on my academic background? Which module should I go for getting job in a very less time after doing certifications?
Do you have any operations experience?
No, sir, I don't. I just have my domain knowledge and don't have any experience with me. I'm a fresher, right?
When you said domain knowledge, what do you mean?
Domain knowledge means I have done a little project on total quality management in a very little manufacturing company. And just that knowledge I have. Right.
How many months?
It was about 6 months. 4 months.
And what makes you think about MM?
I just came across some articles and then I thought MM module should be a suitable option for me. But due to current scenario, due to the recession happening in the European countries and that has impacted to Indian IT market also, I'm not seeing any vacancies for materials management consultant right now.
Okay, you can't see the vacancies for the material management consultant. I don't feel is the right statement. Maybe you don't feel that the vacancy for the freshers are not there.
Yeah. Sir, basically I mean to say that it is very hard to get opportunity.
Get a first job.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. So it was when I started that time also it was hard. It was not that hard, but now it's becoming
It's
more.
not just hard, sir. It is barely a zero opportunity as a MM consultant to start, because I want to start first. When I get experience, then I will get more opportunities, right?
Yeah. So
as I can see, there are only opportunities which are having 2 to 4 years experience on LinkedIn.
Okay, so Ashutosh, that in TQM manufacturing 6 months of experience which you have done,
yeah,
did you came to know about the manufacturing processes?
No, I don't have any core knowledge about it. I have done my MBA in logistics, supply chain management.
No, I'm talking about TQM manufacturing which you have done. TQM project you have done, right, for 6 months?
Yeah. It's a spices company. It was a spices company. It's a spices manufacturing company.
So you have exposure to the manufacturing?
Not that much. I did that project on a management side only.
Management side only. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is your education background? Bachelor's in?
I did my bachelor's in commerce and computer applications, which was an integrated course, and did MBA in operations management, which was supply chain management, logistics.
Supply chain management and logistics. Okay. So generally with your profile, if you say that in manufacturing, I don't have much knowledge.
Yeah.
I suggest you either MM or SD if you want to start.
Okay.
MM would be the good one to get started. But your that thing is also right that the market is quite saturated. You need to make sure that you stand differently from others. That's where basically would be asking you to go ahead with either the internship program or the job and mastery. Internship program would suit you better, where you would be able to showcase that you have done some one end-to-end implementation, and with that help, you would be able to get a job.
Okay, so eventually, sir, do you suggest me to undergo to MM module and get certified and then go to your internship program?
No, I suggest you to go for get the internship, and if you want to do the certification in MM, before spending on the certification, I will suggest you spend on EWM. Do EWM and then do some certification, because 2 modules. You are in India, right? India, right?
Yeah. I'm speaking from India.
Yeah. So in India, 2 modules will help you more than a certification.
Okay.
So MM, internship, EWM, and then you should go for certification. With MM, internship, EWM, definitely you will get some opportunity.
Okay. So according to you, you are suggesting me to undergo training of materials management, sourcing and procurement, right? And then go to internship program.
Yes.
Okay. So do you offer any internship opportunities, sir?
Yes, we offer.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we offer internship. I think the links has been already given, or you can just drop an email to support@sastrageek.com. They would be helping you out. Yeah. Do you have anything else?
Yeah. With adding to that, how much the approximate salary one can expect in materials management after 5 years of experience?
After 5 years of experience, it can be anywhere between 15 to 20 lakhs average.
Okay, average. Okay, sir.
Yeah, 15 to 20 lakhs. If you add EWM, you can also reach out in 5 years, 25 also.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure, Ashutosh. You know that your first impression is very important. Your first impression will guide you how your interview is going to be proceed, right? If you are fumbling in just to explain about yourself, I have been into, people know that this is a SAP SD consultant job. They need to be a SAP SD consultant, even though they don't have any experience in SAP SD, that's fine. But when we ask them to explain about yourself, they just explain many other things other than SAP. SAP does not come into the picture for many candidates. They don't speak about SAP, what they have done, what they can do, what are their strong areas, what kind of things they have worked in SAP. They don't talk about it. I don't know why. Okay. So make sure this first question, you prepare it well, and I would prefer you only for this. You can also write it, that when this question would be asked, what you are going to answer it for this question. Explain about yourself. Make sure you are highlighting your key things, key areas. Make sure you are focused. You know that what interviewer wants, and those areas which interviewer wants is a SD interview. You focus more onto the SD side, rather than telling your family backgrounds, where you did the engineering, how many from where your family belongs, how many siblings you have. Rather than going into those details, be onto the professional side. Just tell the basic details and be focused more on what you have worked related to SAP, okay, or what you know related to SAP. And make sure you are fluently speaking into the first 3 minutes. When I ask about, tell me about yourself, at least you should be prepared to speak for 2 minutes. Many people just, they end in 15 to 20 seconds. They don't have a words after that. Make sure you are prepared for 2 minutes and you speak without fumbling. It's not like that you have remembered some script which you are speaking. Always speak with emotions. Okay, always speak with emotions, with smile. You can speak and you can put your volume to high, low. Okay, don't be a robot. Be a normal and speak with the emotions what you are speaking. So when any interview takes you, in first 3 to 5 minutes, in his back end of the mind, he already make a decision. Okay, if you know the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, in the subconscious mind, the decision has been already made, that whether I should look forward to find a reason to select this guy, or whether I should look forward to find a reason to reject this guy. That happens in initial 5 minutes of interview. Then rest 25 minutes, your conscious mind try that what are the subconscious decision has been taken to prove it. Okay. So make sure your first 5 minutes are important. You do the interview without fumbling it. And make sure you are highlighting the things which you know better. If you know third-party process, speak that I have a sound knowledge on third-party process. I have worked on those scenarios. I am very good into the pricing and pricing procedures. Give some hints to the interview that what questions he should ask. If I take an interview, I don't prefer to ask the things which you said I don't know. If you said I don't know, it's okay. It's not important that each and everything you would be knowing about SAP. But if you say that if you know something, that area you should be sound and you should be able to explain it. If you say that you have worked on something, that things you should be able to explain very well. Right? So make sure you give hints to the interview that what you need to ask. Second thing, very basic question, and especially when I start with the interviews, I start with the business processes. What is the order to cash cycle? Can you explain in detail what happens in the order to cash cycle? One of the interview which recently I said, what is the order to cash cycle? Yes, sir, I know order to cash cycle. I have worked a lot. It starts with inquiry, then quotation, then delivery, PGI, and invoice. 10 seconds, the order to cash cycle was explained to me. Right? So make a note that this question would be asked from the 80% of the candidates. Can you explain, especially the new people who are new? Can you explain order to cash cycle? What would be the steps and what would be the document flow in it? Okay, so make sure that answer also you well prepare it and you explain little in detail that we start with inquiry, we start with quotation, why inquiry, why quotation. We can also directly start with the sales order, right? And after creation of the sales order, what kind of things we need to do in completion check, ATP check, confirmations. Okay, there can be credit checks also. Explain all those things. Then it goes to your delivery creations. In delivery, we do the picking, we do the PGI. Okay. We might also require to do the packing. So give a detailed answer for this one. Okay. Because interview would be picking up, try to pick it up. If you have done the detailed answer from there, your answer itself, something will be picked up to ask the next question. So make sure if somebody asks you, explain order to cash cycle, you don't answer them in 10 seconds. You give the elaborated answer to them. Let me ask you that, let me ask you here, how many people are here who are looking for a first-time job and they have put it experience in their CV and then they are trying to get a job with the CV by putting experience. Put me in the chat if you have put it the experience in your CV and based on that you are going to do the first time consulting job, but you have put it the experience in your CV that you have worked in SAP SD as a consultant. Put me. Okay, we have plenty of people who has done it. We have some hand raise also. So there is nothing wrong about it to putting experience. I call it not a fake experience. I call it you can put a manipulated experience. Okay, but you need to make sure you are prepared to defend that experience. Okay, if you have shown that okay, you have worked on one end-to-end implement. Irony is that if you don't mention some experience in your CV, you don't get the interview calls. Everybody need an experienced candidate, right? So if you don't mention the experience, the interview call, even your CV does not get selected. So you don't come to the interview phase itself. So you can put a manipulated experience. Okay, what do we mean by manipulated experience? Please don't take it as a fake experience. Fake experience is you have not worked in a company and then you are showing that you have worked in blah blah company from the fake documents and showing that. Manipulated experience is that you have worked as an end user or you have worked as operations, but you are trained well on SAP. So you are showcasing that in your existing organization itself, you have worked on SAP. If you are mentioning that, there is nothing wrong. The only thing is that you should be able to defend. You should be able to explain what was your duties, what was your responsibilities, what challenges you faced. Okay, how big the team was, what was exactly your role, how many months it took, which was the client, what sort of client it was, what kind of business that client was having. all of these questions, you should be able to answer it if you are showing experience. If you're showing an implementation experience, you should be able to tell that you have prepared a business blueprint documents, you have prepared a functional specifications, what challenges came up there, right? If you're showcasing a support experience, you should be ready with some support tickets to give an example that recently on what support tickets you have worked, or what are the challenging support tickets you have worked. You should be ready with that. Shakil is saying we will show both experience, implementation, support in resume. Yes, you can show both of the experience, implementation and support. If you are able to defend them, you can show both of them. Okay, but don't show fake. You need to show the company already existing you are working. You can showcase that you have worked 2 years of support experience and one end-to-end implementation for 1 year. That kind of things you can show. But make sure you have a content available to defend it. We don't believe in doing the spoon feedings in Sastrageek solutions. We believe in making you a consultant. As a consultant, you need to be self-explorative in nature, and whatever the trainings will be giving it to you, when you will go into the project, there will be so many new things you need to work on. Okay, so you need to also understand when the problem comes, how you would be able to resolve it without any support, how you would be analyze the problem, how you would be get into it, right? So we'll not be doing any spoon feeding. We'll be pushing you to get the things done. If you will be coming, our principles are that if somebody is coming, if Rajan come to me, sir, ye error hai, I'm not able to proceed ahead, we don't answer it. I ask it, Mr. Rajan, if you're getting this error, what is your analysis about this error? What analysis you have done? What is your finding about it? Because this is your job as a consultant, right? So you need to first submit your analysis that what you have done to analyze this error. What do you think? What resolution should be there? After your analysis, then we provide you support. Okay. Now, beyond this focus area, you need to also work onto the soft skills when you're preparing for your interviews. What kind of soft skills? Now, this I'm putting from my experience when I am taking the interviews, people come and we have sent them the Zoom link, and sometimes they are struggling 10 minutes to jump into the Zoom session. They have logged into the Zoom session. They don't know how to unmute yourself. Okay. Or they have joined and they are waiting. Then they don't know that there's a pop-up coming. You need to also join the audio. Then only you will be able to speak it, right? So in the different interviews, the different links would be shared. Sometimes Zoom link would be there, sometimes Teams would be there. Make sure that you are not first time going into the tool. Sometimes you need to also install it, right? So make sure you pre-check it. You pre-check it. The easy way to pre-check it that you try to log in 10 to 15 minutes before. Sometime some meetings which has been given, it will start downloading some kind of software and then you will be able to join. So make sure you join early and you do the pre-checking of the tool on which you need to attend the interview. 90% of the first round of interviews are happening online these days. So make sure you are checking your assets. You are also checking your audios, how you connect to the audio, microphone, speakers, all things you need to get it checked. Make sure you join early, not on time, you join early. Never argue. Okay, if you come into a conflict where you think that your answer is correct, but you think that the interviewer is explaining you something else and or telling you no, you are wrong. Okay, never go into the conflict. Never go into the arguments. Okay, conflicts and arguments will only harm you. They cannot benefit you. You are not here to win a battle from the interviewer, right? So maybe they are talking about from different contexts, or maybe interviewer is wrong. You are given some answer, but he's saying, no, this is wrong. Okay, then you can simply, politely can say, as best of my understanding, I understand, this is my understanding, but maybe, yes, you might be correct. I need to cross-check again. Okay, he's saying you are wrong, right? Don't go into the argument. No, it's wrong. Kaise? Main to sahi hu. Don't go into the arguments. It will not help you. When you are speaking, try to make eye contact. Because if you're not making eye contact, you are seeing here or seeing there into the live sessions. It is also consider maybe you are looking at something else and then speaking it, right? Showing a eye contact means showing a confidence. So make sure you have eye contacts with the interviewer. You can also follow up. Follow up means that after the interview, if you don't hear, it does not mean that you get rejected. Or even though you get rejected, there's no harm for the follow up, right? Make sure you drop a follow up email if you're not getting here from them. That after the interview, that I have given the interview, what is the result? I was very keen and interested in that profile. So you can let me know what is the outcome. You can do the follow ups. Okay. It happens with me. One of the company, Robert Bosch, I joined, and I wanted to join that profile. And they have taken me for one profile. They have seen you are selected, and they have seen that your experience is good. We'll take another round of interview for another profile. If that fits, we'll give you that one, and the package will also be more in that one. But anyhow, you are selected for the first one. I went for the second round of interview for the second profile, and the interview happened very bad. I never understood what they are asking me, why they called me for an interview. And then when I checked with them, they said that you are rejected. Then I get back to them. I call them that you said that for first profile I am selected, so give me the offer letter for the first profile. They said no, you are rejected. Because the guy who was given me informed me about that I am selected for the first one, the senior HR guy, he went to Germany for a project. And her subordinate lady, she was keep on saying me, we don't have any information for you. We only know that you have gone through that interview and you're rejected. So I simply just went and dropped a follow-up email to that guy that this is the case. I have been informed I am rejected, but I think for the first profile, I was selected. He went back to the Germany. He has read the email, and based on that email, he called me. He apologized to me, and he immediately sent an offer letter to me. Okay, so don't hesitate to do the follow-ups. Decent, nice follow-ups showing the interest sometimes can help you. I have a question which is pending from Mahesh, which I have not answered. Interdependent questions are mostly asked. When interviewer asking the questions one after another, then most of the time I stuck. Although I know it, because of these, I lose confidence in the interview. Hence, interviews are not going as expected. Okay, got it. That is very common that one after another linked questions would be asked to you. Okay, that's why I say that you need to have 3 or 4 topics which you are very deep into it, right? You know the deep concept, what is the linkage in the master data, what is the linkage into the item categories and the other parts in the configuration, what is the linkage, you should know. That kind of 3 or 4 strong topics you have. Sometime also they ask that, okay, what is the strong areas in SAP SD? So that strong areas which you have, you should know all the linkages. It is not expected that 10 out of 10 answer you should be able to give it. Even out of 10 out of 6 or 7 answer also, if you have given with the confidence, you will get selected. Now, how to make sure that we work on to the things which Mahesh is asking and to go into the things on deeper. Whenever you are studying it, make sure you maintain some good notes with SAP screenshots. It can be your OneNote document. Try to make digital notes. It can be your OneNote document. It can be your Word document, PPT document, or it can be this kind of mind map which I am showing it to you. Now, to tell you, this mind maps, I have not used it to initially used to train the people. I was not building this to train the people. I started creating this mind maps. Any topic which I was learning, I started creating mind map for my own knowledge, so that I have a good hand, because I do so many trainings here and there. I also keep on forgetting the things, right? But if I quickly go to my mind map and I click on the notes, everything within the 5-10 minutes again refreshed in my mind. Okay, so that way you need to work on it, Mahesh. That will help you out. Preparing a good notes, so that, and going through the notes before the interview would be able to help you to remember the things. Second thing will also help you to have a very good hands on the system. When you have run the scenario again and again with the configuration, then something here and there asked, you would be able to remember it. But if you have just theoretical knowledge, then it's difficult. Okay. Neha is asking, if interview question is not understandable, will it good to ask again and again what he or she is trying to ask? Certainly in case of foreign countries, speed and accent. Okay. So Neha, if you are not able to understand the interview question, the way to ask it again is if you have understand a little bit of it, just try to put it into the words that, okay, what I understand is you are asking this. Do I understand correct, or you are able to ask, or you are asking something else? Okay. So if you are not able to understand it, you can ask it again. Otherwise, you will not be answer it, right? So it's okay to ask it again. Bharat is having a question. I recently tagged the SAP LETRA. My core module is SAP SD. How to prepare? You are going into SAP LETRA, but you have learned only SAP SD. So you need to learn LETRA also. If you're walking into the LETRA, learn LETRA. You can go into the Google and search, or if you find any specific trainings for LETRA, you can join it. In our institute, we don't have any specific training for LETRA because we are more focusing on SAP TM, which is going to replace LETRA. But if you need to work on LETRA for any project, you need to learn LETRA. Try to learn by yourself, or you can search online. If you can get any training for that, quickly get it and do it. Don't wait that your company will get you trained on it. When you are consultant, you would be put it from one module to another module without giving a training, because consultants are expected that they are smart people and they should be able to learn on their own, and they should be able to quickly adopt it, and they should be able to quickly deliver it. In my first project, I was a PP consultant. As soon as I reached there, I came to know I have been sold as a PP plus QM. I don't know anything about QM. Within the first project, I need to also do the QM. In that project itself, the WM consultant was not there, and that responsibility also came to me. So I was a PP consultant, but I have done QM also and WM also. And this was no training, hardly 2-hour session was given to me. I need to learn myself, right? You need to note down that you yourself is your product. It's your responsibility to shine yourself, whether internally or externally. Make sure you get it done. Example of SD interview questions. Okay, there can be some basic questions can be asked to you. There can be some scenario specific question asked to you. The more experience you would be showing, the more scenario specific questions can be asked to you. And a lot of scenario specific questions I have shown you, we have already mentioned in our interview preparation course. End-to-end order to cash cycle would be asked in 80% of the interviews. The questions can be asked in which scenario you would suggest a client whether inquiry quotation process need to be used or directly a sales order need to be created. Rise FW, the questions can be asked. Give example of the challenging tickets you have handled if you have shown the support experience. User is not able to create a delivery from the sales order. What can be the reason? So this is a delivery conversion related question. How requested delivery date is populated in sales orders? Now this is an indirect question from the configuration. There can be some few transaction codes and some key tables can be asked. Even I also try to ask in my interview just to check how good you have hands on. So make sure that the key, if I ask that how to create a invoice document, what is the transaction code, how we can change the delivery. If people does not know those basic transaction codes, it means that they don't have a good hands on. That is the reason some transaction codes on some table has been asked to check how good hands on you are having it. So not very difficult transaction code, but the basics one will be asked. So it's good that before going into the interview, just have a quick refresher onto the key transaction codes and the key tables. Tables we asked is to come to know that whether the guy have worked onto the function specifications or not, and he has worked into the projects or not, because in projects you need to use SAP tables a lot to get informations, right? So that's why the tables has been asked. So the basics tables of sales order header, sales order item, or your delivery header item tables, you should be able to tell if it is asked. How does SAP integrate with the other modules? What is the FISD integration? Integrations would also be asked. What is the SD and PP integrations? Those integration can be asked, and you should be able to answer those questions. Brijesh is having a very good question. What things get discussed in the leadership role interview part? In the leadership role, if you went into the leadership round, there would not be any technical details would be asked to you. One of the most important thing into the leadership round is the communication. How good you are into the communication. Okay, how confident you are in. They would be asking, okay, whether you have worked on this, whether you have worked on that, what different scenario you have worked on. They are just checking your confidence, right? And they are checking your communication levels. Two things are very important: confidence and communication level. That is what leadership team, if you go into the leadership round, they are checking into it. Okay. So be open into the leadership rounds. Okay. Try to talk more friendly than the more professional. Use your smile. Okay. Use your expressions while speaking. That make the environment lighter, and then you would be able to easily handle. It would be a generic discussion in the leadership session, but they will find it out. They are very smart people. You cannot hide the things from them, so you can be very generous and make sure you just represent what you are. If you have something which you have not worked on, and if you are showcasing that, then you make sure that if the question has been asked on those areas, you have prepared it well, that how good you can answer them so that they believe you have worked on it. Shakil, please go ahead.
Yeah. So any bundle for, because I need, as I mentioned that I am working as a Power BI consultant. So Tableau, and in the past I got training SAP BIBW and SAP Business Objects, but not work practically worked in any organization, but got training. Two of my friends are working. So want to change my career as SAP SD. So do you have any bundle for that one, for training plus interview preparation and resume things?
So, Shakil, what kind of experience do you have? If you have not worked on BIBW, you said you are only trained on it. So, do you
Yeah.
have any work experience?
Yeah, I have a 10-15 year experience as on the database side, and as a data analyst and BI consultant. Tableau, Power BI, SQL Server, Oracle, little bit no SAP HANA, but not too much. But got training SAP BIW and business objects, Webby, Crystal Report. I know that one.
So you want to become SAP
On
SD
functional side,
consultant, right?
SAP SD, I want to shift on functional side. I want to. That's why.
So this is the bundle, you need to go through it. I will sharing in my screen. Okay, so this is the bundle, you need to go through it. I will share with everyone.
So one by one, I have to join these, select these, or any bundle for three. For example, online training plus interview preparation and resume
This is the
preparation.
bundle of these courses. So you will get the step-up circle videos. You will get the job and mastery. This is the implementation experience and the CV preparation. This is the 3 months of server access. And this is the certification preparation. This is the interview preparation. These all are included in the link. When you will subscribe, everything you will get it at once. This is all the SD recorded videos, and this would be giving you the live sessions, and you would also be able to go through the recording of the live sessions also, which will happen. In between, Kaustubh has a question. If you don't know the answer to any question, how to handle? I think Kaustubh, I have mentioned it twice, that what are the tips and tricks. You can mention it that I never get chance to work on this part, but if the opportunity given, I would love to explore it and get the delivery done. Okay. Apart from that, to showcase the experience, we also have an internship program where you would be, that also happen online, you would be able to sit and deliver one end-to-end project, implementation project.
So it will be a dummy project or ongoing project of any company?
Do you think if the company does not give chance to the people less than 3 years of experience, somebody will give you their system to play around?
No, they will not.
Even if I am working, even I have clients and consultants, I will not allow you to touch their system to you.
So without having real experience with the...
No, never. You need to understand one thing, you are into a very serious job.
Right.
Why they don't give the access to why they don't require the unexperienced people? Why? What do you think? Why companies are not preferring?
Most important, they don't want to waste their time.
No.
Then?
You need to understand the system when the big companies implemented SAP or any ERP system, that's a pumping heart for that company. If you as any experienced consultant, you do anything wrong in the system, their business can stop. And now the kind of system they have, which has a globally single systems are used. So there is an impact on the global business. I have seen in front of my eyes that one of the biggest FMCG company, Brazil and South Americas, their full business got stopped because one wrong development was moved into the production system. So you need to understand you are into a very serious job. Your actions can make a trouble which can goes into the $1 million of the loss for a company. That's why they need experienced people, right? That's why first you need to work onto the simulation projects so that you are getting trained first, you know what need to be done. In my system also, when I give access, every month 2 to 3 users, we are blocking the access because we have a guideline that what kind of things you can do it in the system, and people are doing left, right, center, some configuration, which is disturbing the full system. And nobody's after that, nobody's able to do anything. So you need to understand that what is your responsibility area, what kind of things you can do in the system, what kind of things you should not do in the system. So for that, you need to work on to the simulation projects first.
Okay, sir. Thank you. You guided very well me. I like this. I have last question. Like now I'm 27. I have completed my MBA and I completed job for 1.5 years. So will it be okay to choose SAP as a long-lasting career for maximum 12 to 13 years from now?
And what you will do after 12 to 13 years?
I think I should start with this experience some business.
Okay.
A lot of people like see a lot of my friends are in IT as a full stack developer or some as a data analytics or data scientist. This is that after 40 companies look for the young generation, young people. So at 40 will be like a retirement age for us. And till that time we have to do some investments or should start some business. That's why I asked you.
Starting a business is not a bad idea. It's a good idea. Even I'm also doing a business.
Yeah.
So, but to correct you, for SAP consultant, I have a consultant who is 60 plus year of age. 3 are associated with me.
Okay.
They are still doing the freelancing consultings in SAP. 60 plus years of age. Okay, so age is not a bar. I have one consultant who started the career at the age of 55.
It is a growth-oriented career. There is no age barrier for us.
If you are keep on learning, because this is a technology-oriented thing, technology keeps on changing. Earlier we were in ECC, now we are on S/4HANA. If you keep on learning, if you keep on improving yourself, you will not be having a barrier with the age.
Sir, I want to ask one question about practice. I have bought one course on Himanshu Agrawal's course of SAP SD. So, like, if I start with you or with him, I want to ask that we have to keep repeating the practice, means we have to make multiple companies, we have to make the multiple configuration again and again. That will be like a repetitive work, or we will get to know a lot of things, multiple things about the software by doing multiple projects.
But every project would be different. It
Okay.
would not be a repetitive job. The thing is, creating a company code, creating a plant, creating a sales organization is 5 minutes, right?
Right.
Do you know that how long the discussion happened to create a sales organization?
No, not about the discussion.
Mhm. How many sales organization a company will require? How will you decide that?
Minimum two sales organization we need.
It takes sometimes it takes hours and hours of discussion with the business to come up in the decision how many sales organization, how many distribution channels, how many division we need to create for a company.
In the real time project, right?
Yeah. So every company would be different, and for every company the requirement would be different. And that cases has been explained here when you go into this enterprise structure video on the top. Okay, there is a detailed discussion here in one of the session. In the enterprise structure, here is a detailed discussion that what number of sales organization, what number of distribution channels you should prepare it. And in this session, there is a people who has created the sales organization distribution channel, why they have decided 2 sales organization, why 3 distribution channel, why 4 divisions. There is also a detailed discussion on that.
Yeah. Hi, sir. My name is Neil. I'm from Hyderabad. Thank you very much for motivating us. I trained from one of the institute in Hyderabad for SD. I know the configuration, all configurations, but I have fear to attend the interview, sir. Till now, I know the all configuration like all master data related, pricing related, and free goods, all determinations I know. But I have some hesitation, but I have so much fear, not little much, so much. Even I didn't upload my resume in portals. I know if you give any error, I will solve in within 10 to 15 minutes maximum. Any error, but I have hesitation. I know configuration. I know system very well. I practiced so much 4 months. Throughout 4 months, I practiced system, but I don't have explain. I don't have the capability to explain the business processes. That is my lagging in that. That's why I joined here. And one more thing, I want to learn TM also, sir. Maybe it will help. Actually, previously I worked in real estate company, commercial space sales. But I want to put some experience like 2.5 3 years. I have gap of 5 years of gap.
So you want to learn what? Sorry, what you said?
I want to learn transportation management apart from SD, sir. SD, I am taking S4HANA coaching also, implementation project. I know the configuration part from SD to pre-migration parts and post-migration. I have to focus on that also, but I didn't put focus on learning reading, sir. Reading materials or notes. I don't have the. Till now I didn't try to explain the things what will happen in business process, but I know the configuration part very well. If you give any pricing scenario also I will do, sir, but free goods determination, material determination, revenue account determination, all sales document controls I know, all item categories I know, all item categories determinations also I know, schedule lines, billing types, delivery header, delivery item, like all know, but controls, all the controls 107 and pricing also. But how can I overcome this? Can you please suggest? I want to update my resume in February 15th after that, sir. Can you
First
please
thing, Neil,
Yes.
don't think about learning TM
Yes.
until unless you have given 3 to 5 interviews in SD.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep learning on the things and then not getting it converting into the job is not good. SD plus TM is very good. I would suggest you, but with the current situation, I don't suggest you go immediately with the TM. What you need to do is you need to overcome the fear, and there's only one way to overcome the fear is to face the fear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, is to face the fear. So I'm giving you the noted down the dates. Okay, today is
Yes.
what date? Today is 7th of January. Okay.
Yes.
I want your CV to be available in the Naukri. Okay. 8th, 9th, 10th. Spend 3 days. 11th of January, your CV should be there. Okay. 11th of January, your CV should be there in the Naukri.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you're not able to do that, you leave SAP.
Excellent.
Okay. So that is kind of a milestone I'm giving it to you. I don't think that you need a mid-February to prepare a CV. Right? CV you can also prepare in a day. You can improve the CV. Okay, you can keep on improving the CV, but first cut CV, putting into a place, uploading it into the Naukri should happen by 11th of January.
Definitely.
Okay, so you do that part, and then when the interview calls come, you give the interview. You always think about what is the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is you will be rejected, right?
Yes.
And if you don't, if you're not giving the interview, you are already rejected.
Yeah.
Rejecting yourself right now. It's better to get it rejected from others. Right?
Yes.
So when I started doing my job, I was also having these kind of fears. Then I read a book once. The book name is Who Moved My Cheese? Okay.
Yes.
That is a very common book. Many people has read. But one of the things which got stuck to me is there was one of the page which was written that what I would have done if I don't have a fear in my heart or in my mind, if I don't have a fear for the things, what would be my course of action? So I was very hesitant to speak with the higher management, with the directors, what they will think, whether they have time, why. So those kind of a lot of hesitation was there in me. Then after that, I always ask that, is it some kind of fear? Sometimes very small fears are there, right?
Yes.
If I am not doing something, is it some kind of fear? If that fear is there, let me put it aside. If I don't have that fear, what I will do? This I will do, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have those fear, what you would be doing it? You would be putting your CV and giving the interviews, right?
Yes.
So go ahead, put your CVs and give the interviews.
Definitely. Thank you very much.
Okay. 11th January is the date by which you should be putting your CVs. Okay, if by 15th of February you have not attended any interview, there's a links given by the support team. You book a one-to-one session with me.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Job scope for AATP. So first thing that who can do the AATP? AATP cannot be done by the freshers because the requirement would be for the experienced consultant. So the SD consultants, MM consultants, or the PP consultant, they would be able to do the AATP and they would be able to get the jobs in the AATP area. AATP would be required a lot with combination of SD, where the S4HANA project is happening, and then AATP, not that detailed functionality, people are only using, let's say, back order processing. Then the SD consultant need to also cover the AATP part. That's where a lot of job opportunities will come, where the SD implementation is going on, and business is also adopting to AATP. They would prefer to have a consultant who knows both, who knows SD also and AATP also. That's creating a lot of job opportunities. Then people would be moving, the companies would be moving from GATP to AATP. The companies who have adopted to GATP, they would be moving to AATP. So that movement to AATP also would require a lot of AATP consultants. They need to pitch in, and they would be basically helping the clients to move from GATP to AATP. That is also bringing a lot of AATP opportunities. As I told you that for myself itself, I got in last 2-3 months at least 4 requirements where I need to join a project only for the AATP part. Third thing, the new clients who is now adopting to the functionality, GATP, SAP is not allowing them to go to GATP. So all the new clients need to adopt directly to AATP. That is also creating a requirement for the AATP consultants.